Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 6 of our Minecraft survival world. Alright, so we're getting right into things. First things first, I want to bone meal the glow berries so that they actually have the berries on them. Because when they all grew in, none of them actually had berries on them, which I thought was kind of weird. There we go, that's a lot better now. Yeah. So, in the last episode, we built up 3 whole new buildings. Ton of work. If we come inside here, we got 1 villager in there, and then I've gotten 1 farmer and traded potatoes with him. But now, we do that, we can level them up again. So I'm just kind of working through this as they come down, as they grow up. I'm bringing them over. I'm just doing farmers for now. It looks like we... Oh, and he has melons, although I don't really plan on using melons. I know most people prefer to use melons and pumpkins, but I don't know, I just kind of find melons annoying because they break not into the blocks, and so then you gotta go and crap them up, and then you don't usually get as much, it seems, from my experience, so I just do pumpkins, and I'm fine with that. So if we get this guy... Oh, and he's out of trades. We'll get that guy leveled up, and then we can get golden carrots, and then we won't have to worry about food anymore. I'll put pumpkins up there. But the thing that we actually need to do today is work on decorating this area, as much of this area as we can. I believe I said this in the last episode, but what I'm thinking I want to do is take this path and continue it down here. Maybe make a little dock. Probably not this episode, but it would be cool to have a nice little dock around the bay here. Or the river. It's not really a bay. And then replace this pathway with the mud brick pathway that's over there. Bring it around, and then take this path over here, connect it up, wind it through here. And then, we connect it all up in here, and we have something... We can put something in the middle, maybe some like statue or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. And then we continue the pathway up. We link it up to here. And then for here, I would like to have like a larger pond, not something tiny like here, like something that takes up quite a larger area, and surround it with some tall trees to hide this building because it's just a big old rectangle and it's not that interesting. So yeah, I think the first thing that I want to do is do some just layouts of where I want the paths to be. And I'm going to do that with wool, because when I was AFKing at the mob farm, which is over here, that we built a couple episodes ago, for gunpowder, for the TNT, I also collected a ton of string, and in turn collected a ton of wool. So now we have a bunch of wool to do some outlines with. Okay, so the rough area has been planned out. As you can see here, we got the pathway, one there, we got one there. Then we've got this one, which winds around this way and comes around up here. And then it comes around up here. Then we got a little loop here. We'll put the water feature there. So the first step here is going to be just getting some areas filled in with the mud. And then we'll come back and do all the detailing. So why don't we head into a time lapse of filling in this area, replacing the wool with the paths. So I hit 30 levels, and a little more from villager trading, so I went to just enchant up some new diamond armor. And this one's got protection 3, this one's got fire protection 3. And the upgraded one has protection and fire protection on it. I thought that that wasn't possible. Um, I it what? Okay, I guess I have both. I don't understand what's going on there, but that's a thing, I guess. I wonder if it has to do I bet you it's because of the easy enchant thing or easy anvils or something. I bet it messed it up. Okay, we have done quite a bit of work on the pathing here. I think it turned out great. Can't wait to detail it all in and everything and make it look even better. So we got, you know, all the paths that I said I was going to do. I haven't done this yet because I think I need to do some terraforming and adjust the elevation of this. Maybe bring it down and make a smoother transition or something. I don't know. It doesn't quite seem right. I'm not totally sure what to do yet there though. But got the pathway. This comes in and around underneath the iron farm, so you can reach the location to get the iron. And then we got the pathway going around in front of the house that I replaced the path blocks with. It's a little scattered. I might fix that. I don't know. I mean, it looks fine. It looks fine. There's enough stuff there. It looks fine. And then obviously this comes down, and then I did this a long time ago. Just filled it in with rocks. I still need to actually like detail it and do more than just plain stone. But I just did that because there was a very steep incline at the edge of the path here, and it felt weird to have it. I don't know. I felt like it would be cooler to have a little bit of a rock thing there. Then I'm thinking we continue the sugarcane to go right up to the edge of the path. I think that'll look a lot nicer. And then we just kind of fill this area in with some different bushes and decoration and all that stuff. And then we figure out what to do with the elevation on this lake. Okay, well, it has been a minute now. It's been, I think, almost a week since I have, like, last recorded anything. Which is really unfortunate because it's spring break week right now. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get to do, like, 3 videos or something and, you know, get them ready. Because I'm making a lot of videos ahead of time. That way I can hopefully have them ready to release up until school gets out. And then once it's summertime, I'll have a lot more time to record stuff. And then I was not feeling well pretty much the entire week. It is now Thursday, and today is the first day that I'm feeling up to recording. I'm still not 100% there, though. So that's kind of annoying. But the lake, you know, I've been doing a bit here and there. Obviously, the lake is now textured and filled in with water. I was kind of just on playing a little bit here and there. I did a lot of stuff with the villagers. I didn't really feel like doing anything that would require me to update on the progress, because I didn't feel like updating on the progress. So just a little bit texturing. Right now, the sand looks very out of place. It does not look very good, but obviously there's still a ton of work with, you know, adding in all the bushes and the moss and leaves and everything into this area. So and trees as well. So we're going to make it look good. Right now it looks really bad, and holy cow, with the shaders, man, this thing's like staring at the sun. It is crazy. If I turn shaders off, it's fine. And then you turn shaders on, and it just blinds you every time you look at it. But if I enter into the villager house up here, hello? No sound? We got some villagers in here. All of these are now full. All of these farmers are masters. All of them have pumpkin trades, and obviously golden carrot trades. I have traded quite a few golden carrots, got quite a few emeralds, and all of these librarian slots currently are now filled. We've got Silk Touch, Infinity, Unbreaking 3, Looting 3, Fortune 3, Feather Falling 4, Mending, and Efficiency 5. The Mending Villager, this one was significantly cheaper than that other one I found way over there that I was able to get. So I decided to keep it. I was searching for Protection 4 because all of my armor actually has Protection 4 on it except for this, which still, I'm confused about the fire protection thing. I'm going to unenchant it when I get Protection 4 anyway. But I never got it, and now that all of these the temporary villager slots are filled up, we're getting to a point now. I'm gonna take a quick 180 right turn, detour, whatever you want to call it, and take a pause on decorating this area up. And we're actually gonna go and build something to store all of my farmer villagers. Which, while I was not feeling well, I went ahead and designed this building up. Because it was something, you know, it's not something that I needed to record anything for, and it looks like the schematic is a bit glitched out here. But this is going to be a greenhouse, and And I figured, what better place to put it than right here, right next to all the farms. And it's still, it's pretty close to where the villager temporary storage is. So we can bring them in here pretty easily. So I know, another time lapse, but this is a big build. This definitely deserves a time lapse. So we're gonna head into a time lapse and build up this big old greenhouse. And there we have the complete greenhouse. So the design, very obviously heavily inspired from Grian's Bard shop in Hermitcraft Season 6, I believe. But on the inside here, we got space for, I believe, 48, I think? Or 38 farmers. Tons of space for them. I don't think I'll ever fill this up completely, but I put a lot of space in here so that if I ever somehow need 38 farmer villagers, I have the room for it. And then these chests here are just to store, you know, pumpkins and all that other stuff that I trade with them. And I just threw so many just random pots of flowers and just stuff everywhere that I could. And leaves all up in the place. Looks like, we'll just do that, clear that away. I need to remove the Lightmatic entirely in a moment. But tons of leaf, glowberries, all this stuff everywhere. And then we got the kind of transitions from like the wood to the dirt in the floor to make it look like, you know, there's some dirt everywhere. I wanted to do like the gradient stuff that everybody's doing now, but I don't know. I never really have had good results with it. And so I decided, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do it for this one. And if it looks bad, it looks bad. But it turned out fine. And then we got the nice cherry tree in the middle. And I love the way the particles of both the spore blossom and the cherry trees, all the particles everywhere. I think that looks great. And yeah, so the next step is going to be 1, clear these chests out and take them back. 2, somehow an iron golem spawned up on this, on the roof of this. I didn't know that that was within range. If anything, this ground should be within range. But I guess not, but, so I'll have to fix that. But, I mean, the farm's been working. We've got a ton of iron, which is amazing. 4 entire stacks of iron blocks. Anyway, though, the next step is going to be to get the farmer villagers and start moving them in. I'm going to have to create a pathway that goes from here to there for sure. I might create a zombie villager, like, killing and curing chamber, but I know that you need the weakness potions for that, and I think those require blaze rods or some other annoying item to get, so I might not worry about it for now and deal with it later. But we'll see what happens. So we're gonna make the path, and we're gonna just get to work on the villager stuff and figuring out what to do to fix the iron farm. Okay, so first things first, I found a pickup zombie, gave him a name tag, and put him into a boat to save until the conversion room was done. Which began to dig out in a little cave that I made for the nether portal, skeleton spawner, and enchantment room. I started by digging out a tunnel that connects all the way over to the villager breeder house, and then went back and started to dig out the actual room where the conversion would take place, placing in the rails and glass and place for the zombie. Next, I started to connect the railway up, bringing it around behind the conversion chamber and leaking it back up to the tunnel that I had already made. After that was all done, I got the zombie out of his boat and slowly but surely worked my way back over to the chamber and got him trapped in the area that he needed to be in. Then I got to work digging out the area for the villagers to sit while they were being cured. After that was done, I dug out another tunnel that connects up right outside of the greenhouse. And after moving all the potions in, I found out that I had a lot more of those than I did golden apples. Then I set the villagers down the railway one by one into the conversion chamber. Gave them the weakness potion, and gave them all golden apples, and then waited for them to turn back. Once they had all turned back, I sent them up one by one into the greenhouse, and then converted the next 4 more farmers and sent them up to the greenhouse as well. So the first 8 villagers are in here. These are the ones that I already had ready to go. All of them are 1-for-1 pumpkin trades, which is awesome. That's exactly what I need. Same for golden carrots, it looks like. Yep. Alright. So now, the next step is going to be to get the next 8 farmer villagers ready to go and get them in there. Also, I spent way too long and got a protection 4 villager here. 700. I have mine 700 lecterns. Almost 700 lecterns. That took way too long to do, but I finally got it, and as you may notice, all of my tools and all of my armor are repaired. I officially have all enchantments on all of my armor and tools. Well, I don't have thorns on the armor. I don't know if I'm going to actually do that yet, but I'm not worrying about it right now. But I also went ahead and upgraded my sword with all this stuff. I did this just with the enchanting table because I have, 4 pumpkin villagers in here, and I also have moved in 16 farmers right into here, all 1-to-1 pumpkin for emerald trade, so it's great for XP. So I had enough XP, I just did this with the enchantment table. So we can actually go ahead and upgrade this and all of our armor up to netherite now, finally. Alright, let's upgrade our stuff here. We still had more than enough ingots, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we are now fully kitted out and as ready as we're ever gonna be, which is awesome. So if we head down into our conversion chamber here, I am completely out of golden apples. I have no gold left. I need gold in order to continue. I was here worried about the potions being what I run out of, but no, I use 4 golden apples for every 1 potion. So I need gold, and I'm definitely not going to be building a gold farm today. So I need to go mining for gold, and I believe the Mesa, I think, is where you can find the most gold. I'll have to check. So I'm going to go mine up some gold and get some golden apples. Oh, hello, wandering trader. But none of that needs to be shown. That's not interesting. So once I get done with that, I need to take a break from the villagers because I'm getting tired of that. And we're gonna work on this area, making it look nice, building a tree or 2, getting all that in and everything, and making this look nice. So let's head into that. So I went mining in the mesa for I think a couple of hours, and I got a ton of coal and gold, and was able to craft up 2 whole stacks of golden apples, and I got more than 10 stacks of coal. Anyway, now on to the tree building. But before I talk about that, I'm sure the first thing that you noticed was that the sand in the lake is now gone. It has been replaced with mud, because the more I looked at it, the more I didn't like it. It didn't fit right, it didn't really look right. So I just decided to remove it and replace it with mud, which I think looks significantly better now. But about the trees, so originally I looked up some images of some Minecraft spruce trees, and I found a set that I liked, and I started to build my own tree based off of it. And then I looked at the image more, and I realized, hey, they have a schematic for it. And so I was already pretty much just replicating the trees anyway, so I just took the schematic, and now I'm using the exact trees that they were using, because I'm saving myself a few hours of replicating a tree that's not even really gonna look as good anyway. So I figured, okay, yeah, we just use that one. Alright, and here we have our 4 trees that we built in the time-lapse. Didn't actually really get to talk about them, because I was talking about where I got them from. But, you know, the one kind of in the center, and then one in between these two pathways. I think these might be the same tree on accident. I didn't mean to, but I still can't totally tell if they really are the same tree or not, so it's fine. It looks, you can't, if you're just walking by, you won't notice it unless I specifically, but I don't think they are, because that looks, I don't know. Anyway, and then the two much larger trees in the back here. As I said, these were taken from a schematic. I'll see if I can find the thing again, and I'll link down to the schematic in the description. But the thing that I need to talk about was the mud here in the lake that I replaced and everything, and I also put in the muddy roots, because it's kind of a transition block between the dirt and the mud. And so I just brought up some grass and brought it in, and then some of the mud goes over and goes out, but it's mostly the dirt and coarse dirt and rooted dirt and kind of transitions out. And I'll probably have it continue onto this area-ish and make it continue up into this a little bit better. I was mainly just replacing the sand, so I didn't like go too far out with the transition. I just kind of stopped it immediately. And then I decided not to build more trees here because I'm not sure exactly what I want to do here. I don't know if I want to just have it be a path, or if I want a building here, where the building should go. So I just decided, okay, I know we're gonna have these trees here. We'll just build them for now. And then the other thing, I realized I kept forgetting to talk about that I got the bow as well. I combined a ton of the bows that I got from the skeleton spawner down there together to get this bow. It doesn't have flame, but I think it has everything else. But obviously, as you noticed, I did some talking during the time lapses instead of music this time, and I also did that little like montage bit where I was building the zombie conversion chamber. And if you made it this far, leave a comment. Let me know. Do you prefer the like time lapses with music, like we did for the greenhouse at the start of the episode? Or do you prefer what we did on the second half of the episode, where it's me talking over clips of me doing what I'm doing? Let me know. But anyway, that's gonna have to be the end of this episode. We're running out of time. Fortunately, I didn't get to what I wanted to actually do today, which was decorate all this. But we ended up doing a ton of other stuff in the end anyway. So we'll do this next time finally. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.